What's up, guys, gals, and Book Nook pals? It's Pluck the Bunny with another Book Nook overview, and today we're looking at the Library of Wonders by Rolife. This is a newer Book Nook by Rolife. What I like about this one, right off the top, is they definitely stepped a little bit outside their normal lane, a little bit outside their comfort zone. You'll see when this rotates around in a second, there's a little bit more detail to this. It's not so much of their solid planes and primary colors. Now, it's not to say that they don't use a lot of the same construction techniques. It definitely feels like a Rolife kit, but let's just get to it and you'll see what I'm talking about. Maybe. Okay. And of course, it's spinning the wrong way. But what I like about this is on the back, they do have a cool feature where you can see into it from the back. This is an open kit on the back, which is pretty cool. I like the name on the side. The design does match the central design. Again, the stained glass in the back. Nice little quote on this side, which was pretty cool. And we'll just stop it right here for a second. Maybe. Just go back and forth. Now the touch sensor is put into the floor right there. This is one of the stronger touch sensors, definitely a better one than comes standard in their kits. Actually, I'll show you at the end. I wired this one to include both the upgraded AA battery box as well as the standard AAA battery box, which is here. So you'll see what I like about this kit is it uses perspective. It's tapered in on both sides, kind of pulls your eye to the back. So I did make a couple customization changes on this one. I'll point them out really quickly. So we do have some 3D printed glass pieces for the wall fixtures here. I did not do them all the way back because I didn't think about it until the end. We also added some red velvet felt to the rope there just to make it look more like a rope. And then it's kind of hard to see, but you can see the reflection off of the file is I did put a color changing light into the lamp here. So this lamp, much like the desk lamp on Silent Corner Study, does have a hole in the center. You can run a wire. It's a little too thick, a little too narrow an opening for standard LEDs, so I did have to widen it with the drill. There was a notch already in the back here. You can see the notch right here. Let's zoom in for that. Right, you can see the notch, and then I drilled a hole into the wall, running the cord up and around the top. Some other cool things here, this plastic 3D printed, not 3D printed, I'm sorry, this plastic lantern, this glass chandelier, rather. I really liked how they used stickers wrapped around the candles to simulate the wax. And then you can also see up in here, we have some vaulted ceilings with some cool like arches on the side. Those are 3D deep in. There's a lot of interesting cardboard work on top, cardstock work rather, where the cardboard is bent in an arc to give you some cool shapes. It is really tough to line up and be careful about the flaps, but all in all, I think it was a really good way to achieve that effect in a curved natural effect rather than using just accordioned wood. While it's strong on the roof, and thankfully it's hidden up here in the ceiling, these pieces right here, these balconies, were very fiddly with the bending of the cardboard. So you get a lot of creases and a lot of hard lines. They're hidden, they're in the back, and there's no mirror bouncing the back image at you. So it wasn't the end of the world, but that was an issue I had with it. So just go slow when you're doing the papercraft, so you get a better idea of it. The other thing is the statue that originally goes on the back of this design, right there in the back, the central focal piece, is unfortunately a 2D wooden statue. So I did feel the need to replace it with a 3D statue. I think it gives it a lot more depth and really livens it up, especially since you can clearly tell it's the focal point of the whole design. Let's see what we got here. So, other things, we got the stained glass roof right here. I think they could have used a little more vibrant purple for that, but all in all, it's pretty neat. I do like how they used this gold piece on the front. Really gives it some pop of depth again in the front. Wish there was a little more backlit here so that the stained glass really, you know, you took advantage of it. It kind of feels like the stained glass is missed out on. And then I did miss a piece here in the stairs, so the banisters don't quite connect to the balusters. But all in all, you know, it still came out pretty good. So let's take a look at the electronics. So this is a 2 LED, an LED sensor. What was interesting is that like I said, it's the more robust fingerprint sensor. And they were these thinner LEDs that were not pre-attached, and had to be manually wired together, which is not a big deal for me, but, you know, for some people it might be a little bit of a different thing, especially coming from a established manufacturer like Rolife. You can see the battery box is actually permanently attached here. It is structural. It is part of the construction of the kit. There is no base to this kit, which is fine, because you're not lifting it up anyway, and you get battery access here along with access to the power switch. Now, I use battery eliminators on all my kits, so why do I have 2 sets of batteries? Well, so this is the AA battery box. Currently, it's empty, just because I didn't want to create some kind of feedback loop, right, and burn my house down by having the AA's and the AAA's attached. But when I hooked up the AA's, it kind of washed out the multicolor LED that I installed in the lamp. So I thought to myself, I wonder if I could hook them both up to the LEDs, and just whichever battery box has power will power it on. And sure enough, it works. So with AAA's in, I have the touch sensor function. As you can see it lighting up right here behind the tape. And when those are off, I have the AA, so I'll be able to wire it into my house. And actually, you know what, I'll give you a good shot right here. You can see the, oh, let's turn that off. You can see the curved roof and the vaulted archways as well. That's actually a cool perspective coming up. I don't like how you can see the Virgin Mary right there over the top of the book. So guys, this is the Rolife Wonder Library. Hopefully going to be part of our coming up event with Rolife. Yeah, it's a beautiful kit, something a little different from Rolife. Gives it a little more of a regal feel, and you can actually see there's the statue that comes with it, but I think it needed that little extra bit of dimension. So until then, good looking. This is Buck the Bunny.